Spot the Fallacy, Applying UDL to a Learning Game. This group project was created by Kelly Hartigan, Katie Raditz, and Shannon Osborn-Jones. This project focuses on the instructional climate and applicable universal design principles of an interactive online learning game. Slide 1 is the title page. Slide 2 is the table of contents. Slide 3 is the project focus. Slide 4 is the target audience and the need for learning. Slide 5 is the instructional climate. Slide 6 is the main universal design principles applied. And Slide 7 are other applicable design principles. Following that, there will be a brief tutorial of the game. The focus of this project is to teach learners 25 different types of fallacies through real-life examples using a training module in Canvas. They will then test their knowledge by playing a quest game loosely modeled on the real-life examples. The quest game is linked here and is called Spot the Fallacy. The target audience for this game are college students aged 18 to 24, but really anyone interested in learning how fallacies can exist in arguments and how to combat them would benefit. This learning is necessary because the internet is filled with invalid, fallacious arguments from all perspectives. Distinguishing fallacies from fact is a necessary skill. The game will be delivered as an online learning tool created using Articulate Rise 360. Learners will be able to access the game at a time convenient to them and complete it at their own pace. The materials are designed with learning management system compatibility in mind. As the main purpose of this presentation is to discuss the instructional climate from a UDL perspective, we thought that creating a game would appeal to a wide range of users and also make the content, which is quite difficult, a little bit more appealing. The format of the game is familiar to a wide-ranging audience, and the idea of completing a quest can be encouraging to students, removing some of the barriers to learning by engaging them in something that they normally associate with fun. We chose Articulate Rise as the platform in which to build the game because we know that they take accessibility very seriously. Rise 360 supports WCAG 2.1 level AA, including screen readers, keyboard navigation, and visible focus indicators. The layout of the game was carefully considered using additional UDL principles. We chose to use a simple and intuitive interface where the screen is uncluttered and options are straightforward. The navigation is simple and the question choice answers are clearly marked. It is relatively intuitive how to progress throughout the game. We also considered tolerance for error in designing the game. The learning experience is forgiving. If learners answer questions incorrectly, they can go back, retry, and correct their mistakes. We considered equitable use, again relying on Rise 360, which is designed to be used across platforms and devices, such as laptops, phones, Macs, and PC. It has closed captioning built in and can be integrated into the LMS. The keyboard options can be used in place of a mouse. Additionally, we considered perceptible information in design by incorporating different modalities for different learning styles. The game consists of images, complete with alt text, words, and music. It is compatible with most screen readers. Students do not need to look outside the game for any additional information. Since this game is delivered asynchronously and works across platforms, we believe it requires low physical effort. Navigating requires minimal clicks or button choices, and the progression is linear, hopefully leaving the cognitive load free for the content and not for navigating through the game. Let's take a look at the game. The initial page explains the purpose of the game, down here, using clear language. Here is the backstory, so you understand the purpose of the game and you see the continue comes up easily. By clicking on malarkey detection, we get into the actual game. We can read a little bit about the town and then we have our very clear continue button. We click it and we meet the first character, Philomena. We can read a little bit about her and then click continue. It says that she is an innocent glove maker from town. She has very many opinions about mushrooms and is happy to share them with you. You must determine if her arguments are valid or not to make it through the town. Again, we click continue. She makes her first statement, and we have to decide if this is a fallacy or a logical statement. She says, "Hi, I heard that the healing hand mushrooms have always been used for good, never to create anything that would harm people." Let's guess if this is a fallacy. We get some positive feedback that we have spotted the fallacy. Yes, you have spotted a fallacy, but do you know which type of fallacy? In the bottom we see continue, so we go ahead and click there. What kind of fallacy is this statement? The statement is repeated so students don't have to remember what it was. We have 3 different types of choices here for what type of fallacy. Let's choose one. Let's choose circular reasoning. Oops! We chose circular reasoning, and now we receive feedback explaining why this was not the right choice, and we have the option to try again. This time we choose the right answer, which is overstated or an extreme claim. And again, we receive feedback as to why it is correct. When we click continue, we can see that we're awarded a prize. And so the game continues until you've assessed all the different types of fallacies. The awards will accumulate, and you will have the tools you need to win the quest at the end. We hope that you enjoy playing our game, and that by applying the elements of UDL discussed above, the game is accessible and fun to a wide range of users.